I learned from an individual that used to work for Gary Vee. And if you know Gary Vee, he is like king of social media. So I knew that I was, really learning from the right person. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira. And here on my channel, I empower sex workers and adult creators to harness self-love and law of attraction so that you can radiate confidence and success. This kind of content is what you are looking for. Please subscribe and follow me. Also, these kinds of videos, if you like them, that helps me figure out what kind of content I'm creating for you. If you watch my stuff and have been watching my stuff, you will have seen that I went semi-viral. I have had several reels go viral. Unfortunately, a lot of them had to be deleted. What I've been doing right now is I've just been studying what I did to go viral before so that I can recreate it and do it in a way where I'm not having to delete all the things on Instagram. We as sex workers, we do have a harder time being able to build. I personally know many people that have had their accounts deleted, and that's such a bummer. So my goal right now is that I can build an account that isn't getting deleted. And if it is getting deleted, that I have all the knowledge and all the things that I need to be able to go viral again and build it again if I need to. Because really, losing an Instagram, it shouldn't be ruining your business. You should be building a business that's sustainable enough that doesn't just only lean on your Instagram. You need to have 5 lines of marketing, okay? And I have a little more than 5, but to start, you've got to get really good at a couple. Instagram, I came into this adult industry knowing Instagram and understanding it. In fact, I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars figuring it out and trying to understand it. There's so many things that we can do right, and then there's a lot of things that we can do wrong. And I think that failing is actually not a bad thing. It's almost like a recipe that we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out the different things that are going to help us be able to market ourselves. In this video, we're going to be talking about Instagram specifically, and we're going to talk about numbers and algorithms. And a lot of that stuff is really confusing to people. I learned from an individual that used to work for Gary Vee. And if you know Gary Vee, he is like king of social media. So I knew that I was, really learning from the right person. And after taking all of that knowledge, I have more virality in this Instagram than I've had on any other. We are going to be talking about the anatomy of a viral post. Okay, so this is my most viral post, and we're going to start figuring out what I did right for this one to go viral. First of all, I want to start out by saying a lot of this is like luck. It's not something that I was like, oh, this is going to be the one. In fact, if you look at this one was pretty surprising for me on why it may have gone viral. In fact, I'm going to be creating another video after this one. So this one's part 1. We're going to do the anatomy of a reel. In order to understand a reel, we've got to talk about the algorithm. Algorithms are really confusing to people, and to be honest with you, it was way over my head for a really long time, but I was able to gain some really cool knowledge. So companies like Instagram, what they're ultimately looking for is they are looking for users. And the reason why they are looking for users is because ultimately they're there to make money. They don't make money necessarily off us as users, but they make money off of marketing. The marketing that businesses do are to actual consumers. When we think about Instagram with all of that information that I just gave you in mind, they have built a machine. So we're going to call Instagram a machine that needs to collect information on how to get more users so that they can make more money, how they can show people that are actually buying marketing so they can show them that they actually are able to market and sell to you. Where the algorithm comes into play here is it's a data collector. So it's basically collecting information. It's collecting information on what you like, what you watch, what you engage on, things like that. The most important thing in a reel is getting attention right away. What I've been doing lately is a smile. Like that really gets someone's attention, is my smile. When we look at what you may like or how you engage, we then want to think about our potential followers. These are the ones that are actually liking things and they're following things, and Instagram starts building an algorithm based on what that specific person's doing. Instagram wants to know if you're a consistent creator. It wants you to be in there about 30 to 60 days before they're going to start making decisions on where they're going to be, who they're going to be giving your content out to. If you were a creator and you're not on there, posting daily or at least 3 to 5 times a week, they're not going to know who to give your stuff to. They're not going to be able to collect enough data from you in order to know which person they're going to want to engage with your stuff. Now we're going to talk about what you're probably doing wrong, okay? When we talk about algorithms and we talk about, going viral and all these things, if you have been consistent and you have been doing this for 30 days or more and you're not seeing growth, most likely you are taking yourself too seriously, okay? And it's time to draw back just a little bit so you can get back to the drawing board and be able to move forward. You're probably wearing too many hats. You're doing a dance and a jig on one, you're being funny on another, like you're putting all of this energy out there. And the algorithm gets really confused when you start doing all this extra stuff. In fact, it does like simplicity. It likes it when it understands you. It's easier for it to understand like what you're putting out there if you kind of keep it consistent and similar. Maybe not exact, but very similar. You're going to want to make sure that all of them are close to similar time frame. You're going to want to make sure you're doing something pretty similar. It looks at copy as well. So like any taglines or anything like that you're putting in there, it's looking at all of that, and you're going to want to simplify it. Make it as easy as you can. For example, like, I hope you're having a great day. I feel like in our business, putting that out there, there is a lot of subs that do want to see that. They want someone to tell them have a good day. But when you are wearing too many hats, you get overwhelmed and you get burnt out. And believe me, I have been there. I have done it so many times where I do get burnt out and I have been overwhelmed. And the only reason why I'm literally able to do as well as I have on the Instagram currently is because I began to not take myself so seriously. I began to start looking at this as like, this is joyful, this is fun. And I think that's part of why I'm teaching you today, is because I want that for you. I want you to be able to learn the anatomy of an Instagram reel, a viral one, and really be able to start putting it into your own work so that you can understand something a little bit bigger than what you had been able to in the past. And the thing is like, ultimately, you can't make it all about the algorithm. You have to make it about fun. You have to make it like just little parts and pieces of yourself, because that's when you're going to be able to have fun. I feel like the algorithm tries to pick up true, authentic humanness or something. It is literally trying to connect human with human. And that is what we are doing here on building our Instagrams. That's the ultimate real thing that we're doing here. We are building a business that connects with people. It can feel really confusing. In fact, I'm not done. This is part 1. So in the next video, you're going to learn a little bit more about analytics.